Welcome, Evangel Temple. Thank you again for joining me at Evangel After Service. Today we're going to go around, and since we have our Thanksgiving service, we want to hear from people what they are thankful for and also what they heard from Reverend Emmanuel's church sermon. So stick around, and then we'll go ahead and see what all our faithful members had to say about their service today.
I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my perseverance, and I'm always thankful for my faith in God, because if it wasn't for faith, I couldn't pull myself out of stuff. And like Pastor said today, it only takes yourself to pull yourself out of things. It's not always God that's gonna take you out that hole. So yeah, I'm super grateful for my perseverance and faith always.
I'm thankful for the fact that God saw me through taking the MCAT twice. It was very hard for me to do it the first time, juggling work and everything, but the second time, thankfully, He has helped me get the score that I want so I can start applying to med school, so I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for my family and friends and my church family who encouraged me throughout all of it and has helped me through this process. And I'm thankful that I've been able to get some experience working with doctors so that when it's time for me to go to med school, I have all this experience. So I'm just grateful for all that He's helped me with this year.
Shalom, shalom. I am thankful today for the opportunity to come and celebrate in person with friends and family and brothers and sisters in Christ. Last year at this time, I think we were at home. There was no question of celebrating in group. I'm thankful for that. I am thankful that I hear about other stories, other people. I mean, when I watch the news, you hear this person has COVID, but no person that I know personally has COVID. So I'm thankful for that. It's not because we deserve it more. It's by the grace of God, and I'm thankful for the grace of God in our life. I'm thankful for the pastors. He's been great, for Mama Stella as well. I'm thankful for them, for they have been great, amazing in encouraging us to come as a family to church. And I'm thankful for this family of church, for being open, for being welcoming, and for the love that we feel while we're here.
What I learned from that is that in everything I have to encourage myself. Okay, the devil would throw so many things at me, but the God has given me the grace to be encouraged and to edge forward. And if I can do that and do it in faithfully, everything will be all right for me.
If you sleep, you can miss out on a lot of opportunities. Don't procrastinate, because if you don't sow, when it comes time for reaping, you're going to miss out on the harvest.
Yes, very, very powerful service. I'm actually visiting Reverend Emmanuel, who's been a childhood friend almost 40 years ago, yes. So I learned about fighting the spirit of laziness. We're asked to consider that the ant has no supervisor, no overseer, but he's able to get a lot done. I learned that the ant is even able to distinguish when winter is approaching, and it works hard, and is able to feed itself and keep life going throughout the whole year. So it was a powerful encouragement to fight laziness and slothfulness, and normally it starts. Pastor was sharing, it starts in a very little form. Sometimes it's not noticed. Little by little by, you see your roof leaking, bulbs not working, gardening falling apart. You have to jump on it and get things done. And in that way, we'll be able to have victory in our lives. So that's what I learned. It's not just praying, but also the action, putting things into action.
All right, so today we're discussing about diligence and indolence. Again, God is a good God. He gives us grace. But there are a few practical things in the scriptures that a believer is supposed to go after. And most of the time, believers will go after only faith and grace and favor. and leave those aside. But they're all equally in the scriptures. And most of the practical things are in the book of Proverbs. And so in the book of Proverbs, Solomon, who was a rich guy, presents some practical things from the wisdom of God to us. One of them is diligence. Diligence being that if you work hard at what you have, hone your skill, do things very well, it brings you elevation. It automatically brings you to a place where other people want what you have because it's sharp and effective. So there's at the same time what they call indolence, which the Bible refers to as sometimes a slacker, referring to a lazy person, or a slothful person, or a sluggard, all refer to someone who is slow in responding to action. And so it's all through the Bible, and there are things each of them will present to you. It says that the lazy person will beg in harvest and have nothing, because during winter he didn't plant, he was lazy, he gave excuses, he gave reasons, and therefore summer harvest time comes, there's nothing on the ground. And so all of our believers are asked to, a time of work, time of input, you have to do that so that you can expect an output at a later time. It's a simple principle of life. Then we want ahead to talk about how Solomon, walking through wherever he was, saw the field of a lazy man, the sluggard. He says he saw three things. It's a farm, it's a vineyard, but it's full of thistles and thorns, and the walls were broken down, which means that somebody didn't do what they're supposed to do. It didn't begin that way. The thistles grew in a little way. Over time it grew. Over time it spread left and right, and over time it filled the whole garden. And that's the picture he saw. And his concept was that a little sleep, a little slumber, a little rest will bring you there. So what we are saying is that if you don't attend to things you have to attend to immediately, and when they are small, over time they'll grow. Problems grow. So it grew and became a mess. And then the guy became poor based on the fact that he didn't attend to things when it was small. And the answer we saw was in the book of Proverbs again, chapter 6, where it said, go to the ant. And in the ant, we saw that the ant had a sense of timing. And when he has to labor in summer where there's harvest and food, he did that. So in winter, he was covered. Also, then the ant is self-motivated. And everybody who wants to do anything for himself and to go far must learn to motivate themselves. There are times where you don't feel motivated and you are down and there's nothing in you, but you have to find some strength somewhere to push yourself, and that's what David did when he was so down because his house was burned down, his wives were taken away, kids taken away. Bible says he encouraged himself. It's a very important thing as you move into the coming year. Learn to encourage yourself when you are down, because times are coming, nobody will have time for you. They may not even know, so you have to do that. And the other things we mentioned were working in unity where you don't easily offended, so they can work with a team and get things done. So let's get this idea. We're expecting great things in the coming year, and we don't want to be lazy. We want to be diligent and take the blessings that come from the diligence. It says that the diligent man shall bear rule. The diligent man shall stand before kings and not mere men. So thank you very much for hearing us. The Lord bless you. Be diligent and not indolent. Shalom.
Well, thank you, Reverend Emmanuel Lucicharekon. That was a very inspired. As you can see here at Evangel Temple after service, we're able to get a little snippet of Pastor and what his message was this morning. So, join us on our YouTube. Come there if you want to hear the whole thing. It's going to be at ICGC Evangel Temple Atlanta. And once you come there, you'll be able to see, our past messages, and then also join us for our worship. You can also join us on Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. That's where we're going to be. We're going to be live streaming. You can see and hear everything. It's going to be fantastic. And once again, if you want to hear more of Pastor's past messages and the future ones, join us on Podbean. We'll also be on Spotify and then also on Amazon Music. You'll get them all over there. So we'll put the links below so that you can also click on them, and that way you can enjoy. All right, once again, this is Frank signing off here from ICGC Evangel Temple Atlanta after service. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone, and God bless.